for services and scheduling. This helps meet manufacturer warranty requirements. Action delivers honest quality services we can count on. To learn more, visit actionlincoln.com.
Coming at you live from the Coppel Chevrolet GMC studios. This is Old School, sponsored by the Mercado by Certified Piedmontese. Broadcasting veteran Derek Pearson.
When you find something that moves that makes them smile, celebrate it. That's your task. That's your superpower.
Nebraska Football Hall of Famer Jay Foreman.
Rifles a pass. It was tipped. It's picked off by Foreman. He's at the 15, 10, 5. He'll score!
On 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Hey, you sleepy today, Sleepy Smurf?
I'm good.
You got that little Nick jersey on? Did they win last night?
Nope.
I seen you sport the jersey. I thought I was like, man, maybe the Knicks won.
Nope.
I texted him. We were texting back and forth trying to find out some Nebraska facts, and he had. Yeah, I'm sure he had the jersey on then.
Yep.
Like this was this Saturday night.
Because
It was the same time. Same thing I was texting you about. I was texting Rico trying to figure out how many national championships Nebraska's won. How many official?
Yeah, I wasn't.
And we could not.
It's 29.
Hey, Google. No, it's 21.
It's not 21.
See,
because no, it's not 21. It's not 21.
This is
because the number.
21.
No. The Google search that you did, it says 21. But then if you add the national championships that it has listed underneath, it's 27.
Okay.
And it's missing 2 bowling national championships.
Oh, well, then I stand corrected.
That didn't count because they weren't.
It's
NCAA.
IBC.
So why do you even care?
Well, no. As the discussion was, there's a expectation of truth and fact.
Right.
And Nebraska fans were arguing in a group about how many national championships this program has won.
All of Nebraska.
All of Nebraska. So all of Nebraska athletics.
Right.
And I said, I don't know because I can't tell because I can
85
quote
different answers.
Right. I can quote 3 different things that say 3 different things. And I'm not sure. So I'm like, let me go to people who are from here, who lived here, who can tell you exactly what this thing is. So text line, you can join in. Is it 29 national championships, 21 national championships, 27 national championships?
Technically, it's so if you go with the 29 that says on the Husker website, it's still missing 5 bowling national championships from before 97.
Because are they saying that those weren't real national championships?
They're IBC, but the 97 and 98 are also IBC, and then in 2001 it turns to NCAA. So they're counting 2 of the IBC, but not 5 other ones. And I don't know if that's because there weren't a lot of teams.
But then it would have been it wouldn't have been 27. It would have been 32.
Exactly.
So whatever way people were quoting, this is the part of the problem when you try to talk to folks. Getting facts shouldn't be this difficult.
No. And I don't understand, like the Google search you guys did, I found it also. And yeah, it says 21, but if you add up the numbers of the ones that it said, like the words.
Well, that's what I pointed out to you.
It says 27. I was like, you're wrong. Like, which one are you trying to say?
And somebody was saying, well, DP, you don't know Nebraska history. And I'm like, I never said that I did. What I'm saying to you is that if I'm going to research and I look up how many national championships, even if I go to the Huskers, if I go to Google, or if I go to NCAA, I'm getting 3 different answers. Mm-hmm. And I'd love to know why.
Husker historians don't know Husker history. It's all over the place.
Like, I'd really like to know why. So that's where that was. And so as I'm texting, because I'm asking Jay, I'm like, Jay, man, help me out. Like, what? And Jay was like, 21. I was like, okay, bet.
That was after a quick Google search.
Right.
I told her, my response was, dude, football team got 5. That's all I care about.
Yeah, I didn't know. He asked, and I was like, I sat there for a second. I was like, football has 5, volleyball has 5. I was like, I don't know anybody else.
I know the bowling team is off the chain.
They've
I know
got
that.
8.
Yeah.
There's another team with 8, right? No.
Yeah.
Snipers.
No.
That puts you at 26.
I don't remember.
If you have 8.
So volleyball has 5. Football has
5.
8 for bowling.
That's 18.
3 for men's gymnastics. 3 for women's track and field.
And then there's somebody else with either 8 or 5.
So that's 24.
And then there's somebody else with either 8 or 5 or some other number.
Let me look it up. I sent you the text.
Right.
Give me a second.
Right. So we were trying to figure it out. It didn't make a whole lot of sense.
Okay. Men's gymnastics has 8. 8 in women's bowling,
Hey.
5 in women's volleyball, 5 in football, 3 in
So
women's outdoor.
add
track
those
and
up,
field.
Jay, for me. 8, 8, 8. That's 24.
No,
right?
8. No, hold on.
8, 8.
3 and 4. Huskers teams have won 8 in men's gymnastics, 8 in bowling. So 8, 8,
That's 16.
16, 5, 5,
26.
26.
3.
29.
There you go. That quick.
Right.
Bam, bam, bam. Math.
There you go.
So
Are you smarter than a 5th grader?
Are you-
I
And
don't
that's
know.
what and
Are you
that's
up
what
for
it has
discussion?
on the
Are you
Husker
smarter
website. That's what it
than-
has on the
It's up
Husker
for
website.
discussion.
It's smarter than
29.
Google. So
But
then
on the Google one,
Uh-huh.
the bowling only has 6 or 7 because they didn't count like 2 of the IBC ones.
and then so Washington had its branding relaunch to be the Commanders, right? So they made a whole bunch of new stuff, and on it has the 5 world championships,
Mhm.
right? And notice I say world championships and not Super Bowl championships. So they have 3 Super Bowl championships, and then the 2
Yeah.
or the league championships or
Yeah,
whatever they
before,
were.
yeah.
There were 5. On there, they put the years where the game was played rather than the years the season started. So imagine you play the 91 Redskins is one of the best teams ever.
Right.
But it says 92 because that's the Super
Super
Bowl,
Bowl year.
right? So the fan base was like, this
That's
is stupid.
Right.
Can we at least put the team
That started.
year rather than
Yeah.
the Super Bowl year? And then they went through the NFL and it just said, we are so stupid. We can't do basic things. We can't get
You
a
can't
simple
have nice
agreement.
things at Washington.
Right?
at
Like
the
we
Washington
can't get
Commanders.
into it. Yeah. So they were like, well,
The
no.
Commanders.
Commandos.
Like the
Commanders.
83
I think it's
championship.
G.I. Joe.
Yeah.
They need to have a G.I. Joe uniform.
They
Then
do.
if they're the Commanders.
G.I. Joe night
No, Black
Hey, man.
G.I. Joe with the
Hey.
Kung Fu grip.
Hey, dog.
with the karate chop action.
Yeah, I don't know. It was, and so people were arguing about that, and I just went, sports is so weird because there's so many different factions that
There's always something going on.
right, like it's too much. And then Jay, at 9:00, I'm gonna put you in charge of the Pro Bowl
Why?
and try to fix it.
It's too far gone now. I'd imagine, every year you got the guys that have played when they were actually somewhat. Look, at the end of the day, even when they were playing, I know there's this highlight out there where like my dad and OJ were going back and forth. They probably played more like a game, because they actually needed that money because they weren't getting paid much. Back when earlier they'd play hard, for the fourth quarter because that'd be the difference of the Pro Bowl money. In the sense you had to pay for, to help pay for your family that came out there. What they're doing now, I know that these, a lot of it, they're, look, it's business decisions. But yesterday, again, it's every year they, I guess they quote unquote embarrass the league, so forth and so on. I don't think you can change it because either guys should just stop playing. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So say like if you're, say like you're in a salary cap issue, right? So say like if Aaron Rodgers was playing where he's in the last year of a deal, he has a big salary cap number. He's not going to come back and play for a 1-year deal, or ideally, then don't play.
Just say I'm not going.
I'm not going to play. Now you could probably go down there and participate in the festivities, and have guys out there that really want to play, and play to the sense of make it look somewhat tolerable.
The
I would
two-hand
do
touch
that.
was confusing because people were getting touched and they
Not
weren't,
stopping.
and they weren't calling them down. So
Yeah, and I think guys
when
know
did they
how
go
to
that.
Guys know how to, like, you could go and just do thud. You don't got to really take anybody to the ground.
Oh, Michael Parsons was taking people.
Oh, I
down
know,
in,
but
like, the
you
third
didn't know.
quarter.
Yeah, now, I'm sure the vets were like, "Hey, dude, But at the end of the day, they can do something. I don't know what to do. I mean, if I could figure that out, I bet you I could figure out the men's basketball program too. Then
Well, I mean, the NBA All-Star Game is going through a different.
they're going to do
thing.
the same thing.
Major
too.
League Baseball is going to go through.
Hockey's
NHL
doing it
hockey's
different.
going
Yeah, they
through it.
changed it.
Right. So there should be some way, and I understand why you need it because it's a great opportunity. It's great branding.
It's great
marketing.
branding for
Like-
individual players, the leagues. But here's the difference between the ones that we mentioned, prior, is that their All-Star games are going on during the season, so you're already kind of in that mode. You can't put the Pro Bowl in the middle of like week 9.
Yeah.
Because you in the injuries, like you could
get hurt.
You
right?
could yeah, and then one of the ideas I saw were have them do 7-on-7 and like pass block. Well, people can blow out ACLs and do that. So if you're trying to preserve the players, which is funny, if you're more worried about the players at the end of the season for an all-star game than during the season and after they get done playing, doesn't make sense. But then you can't have a game. You just have to have a point to where guys know how to play.
Can't you have a see? This is what I'm old enough to remember when they had the college all-stars versus the Super Bowl champions or Super Bowl runners-up. Now imagine you took the college all-stars who are all getting ready for combines and they're playing in Senior Bowl and this bowl and that other bowl. If you took those players and put them against the up-and-coming players.
Yeah, I just think that that's too much because then the guys are going in the league. They're going to protect it. Their biggest thing is they want to go down to these all-star games, play well, get ready for the combine, and then wait to get drafted because the money on the line is huge. I mean, even around here, we got a Cam Jurgens is leaving early for the potential of being a 2nd to 5th round pick, I assume. It just depends on where you look at. So the amount of money that these guys are making outside of the first round is worth preserving your body. So, and then just imagine, like I said, if you're in a contract year or it's your first Pro Bowl or you make the Pro Bowl, want to go back and get a bump, it's a different dynamic. So, but I do think if guys go out there and because pros know how to take care of each other. I'm not going to, Rico's running around. I'm not going to come and snipe your legs out. I'm going to hit you up top. Like, again, you can thud, right? Mm-hmm. Once we thud, it's over. We're not going to cut on the offensive line. We're not going to blindside a quarterback. We're not going to strip sack so, you tear your rotator cuff or elbow or anything like that. There's ways to go about it. And I think they could do it and it'd be a better product. And then maybe turn it up in the fourth quarter like they all did, and then, go from there. So they need to address it because you're going to lose fans to go there. And watch the game.
It was fun to go. I'm not sure that I would go
right now. Yeah, it's not nearly as.
I would go to the festivities. I wouldn't go to the game.
Well, that's why you go, but we'll tell that story. We'll tell that story at 9:00 because I'm sure there's there's tons of stories to tell. We'll throw it a break when we come back. Rico will tell us what's up. It's on a Monday, 937 The Ticket.
You're listening to Old School with DP and J. Download the mobile app and listen wherever you are on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Southeast Community College has learning centers in Falls City, Hebron, Nebraska City, Plattsmouth, Wahoo, and York so that you can take credit and non-credit classes at a center nearby without having to travel an hour or more to campus. By taking online classes and those at a learning center, you can earn your degree from SEC where and when it's convenient for you, all at a cost that won't stand in the way of your education. Learn more about SCC's learning centers at southeast.edu/learning centers. SCC, your path to possible.
Action Plumbing, Heating, Air, and Electric ensures our home and office HVAC systems run smoothly throughout the year to provide maximum comfort and convenience. Routine maintenance reduced our operating costs just by improving the efficiency of our unit. Consider a maintenance agreement to ensure you too receive priority for services and scheduling. This helps meet manufacturer warranty requirements. Action delivers honest quality services we can count on. To learn more, visit actionlincoln.com.
Mary Ellen's Food for the Soul. It's soul food right here in Lincoln. Ribs, wings, catfish, coleslaw, cornbread, grits. I mean, I'd say it's food like your grandma used to make, but my grandma never made food like that. If you haven't already, you've got to give it a try. Check out their location across from South Point at 27th and Pine Lake, or find their food truck at events all over town, or visit them online at maryellens.com to see the full menu. Mary Ellen's Food for the Soul. Let them fix you a plate.
Hey, Steve. Welcome to Great Clips.
Great Clips asks, what's the difference between good and great?
Come on back and have a seat.
Good asks you what haircut you'd like.
I have all your details from last time. Would you like the same haircut today?
Great already knows. With Clip Notes, we save your haircut details so you can get the same thing as last time, every time. Download our online check-in app today. Great Clips. It's gonna be great.
You need a place to watch the big game, but you don't want to host at your place and you don't know what friend's house to invite yourself over to. Join 93.7 The Ticket at Buffalo Wings and Rings at 68th and O for Bengals Rams and enjoy great food and drink, plus the chance to win great prizes. If you simply show up, you'll have a chance to win free prizes. You just have to be there when your ticket is called. What's better than great food, drinks, and prizes? Hang with us for the big game on Sunday, February 13th at Buffalo Wings and Rings, 68th and O.
Happy Hour with Nick Sainert and Enrique Alvarez Clary.
You just kind of feel a little more settled with a guy like Trev Alberts leading the way. I think that's a big part of it.
Trev Alberts is like a mix of the two. He knows the business side of it. He knows what needs to get done, how to make money, how to spend money, etc. You know, whatever you got to do there as an athletic director. Then on the personal level, he wants to get to know the coaches.
I think a good description for Trev is that he understands how important relationships are.
Weekdays from 2 to 3 on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Hi, Sean Callahan here for Coppell Chevrolet GMC. And things have obviously been pretty challenging lately with new vehicles, with all the microchip and supply chain issues. But things continue to loosen up as Coppell gets more and more new vehicles in each and every week. We've had many customers also custom order their vehicles. So if you don't see what you want in our current inventory, we can put an order in to get exactly what you want. So go online, reserve your new vehicle at koppelcars.com. You'll be glad you did.
Casey's General Store is giving you the chance at winning 2 free tickets to a Nebraska home basketball game this season. Stop by any Casey's location in Lincoln throughout basketball season. Enter your name into the registration box, and you'll have a chance to win 2 tickets to an upcoming Nebraska basketball game. Every drawing will occur at least 24 hours before the game that has its selected winner. So make sure to get to any Casey's in Lincoln today for your chance at 2 free tickets for Nebraska men's basketball games.
Back to old school with DP and J on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Welcome back. It is time on a Monday to have Rico fire us up all. He will tell us what's up.
And then I got out of bed, had a big old cup of coffee to clear my head. Telephone rang and you wanna chat? Well, sit on down and tell me what up with that.
You could have let that go.
No, I got to get to this one.
See, he always hits me with the okie doke.
No,
when I think he's going short, he goes long.
One.
When I think he's going long, he's going short. You are being an Atlanta Falcons receiver right now. Get it together.
So I do.
Yeah, exactly. Right.
Hey, watch out! I'm Kyle Pitts.
Okay.
I'm the first player born in 2000 to play in the Pro Bowl. They didn't have to say that on the broadcast.
No, it wasn't.
They didn't have to say
Why
that.
you do man's
that
like
was
that?
unnecessary.
All right, what is going on? What's up, Rico?
I currently hate the time differences in the Winter Olympics because I went to watch some Winter Olympic events, but I was scrolling through Twitter and was seeing, people who were winning gold medals and silver medals and such, and wasn't even thinking about it. And then I turn on the TV and it's the exact event and it's the exact person. I was like, oh, well, I already know who wins this. So the time differences and the fact that the NBC and the Olympic, Twitter accounts and whatever are already tweeting out, this is who wins and this is what happens here. And I'm like, it's tape delayed. I have to watch it now, and I already know who wins, and it's dumb, and I hate it. It's the same when the Summer Olympics were in Japan. It's dumb. I don't want to. I'm finding out who wins before I get to watch the event.
So this is how this has always been.
I know, but I can rant about it.
Like that's like literally how this works.
I know.
So you get mad. You used to get real mad when they had the NFL draft and they would be 3 picks ahead on Twitter before they picked them on TV.
No, I don't care about that. This is a draft. I don't care unless it's my team.
Oh,
but even then, I still don't like. I find out who wins.
You're
whatever.
just all over the place.
You just pick and choose when you want to be mad.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah,
You're
you
just
conditionally
all over the
mad.
place.
Look, I want to watch the event and not like, oh well, I already know this person's gonna win, so this doesn't matter.
So why don't you just stay off the internet and then just watch it?
Because I'm just scrolling. It doesn't. I'm not even paying. And then I see like, oh, so and so, and I see like
Then
gold
don't
medal. I'm like, oh,
scroll.
cool.
Then don't scroll.
Oh, there it is.
Don't scroll. Like that people do that. They stay off of social media so that they can actually enjoy the thing that they enjoy.
Well, I'm not scrolling to see that. I'm scrolling to see other things.
Then it wasn't that important to you.
It is important to me. I don't want to know what's happening in the Olympics.
Either
should I just block the Olympics?
Yes.
On my Twitter?
Yes.
That's terrible. I would never.
Okay. then you can't complain.
I can.
I'm old enough to remember that. So when with the Miracle on Ice in Lake Placid, that was played in the afternoon. They didn't show it live until that night, and there was no social media.
Yeah,
but somehow,
perfect.
But people were still like mad because there would be one little stream at the bottom of the TV that they go, if you're going to watch the U.S. Olympic medal game, cover your eyes because we're going to give the results. And I'm like, you're idiots.
Here's the score. Don't look. Don't look.
And that makes you even look even more.
Right? Like, it's like, okay, I'm just, I got to go find something else to do. And then what I remember is my stepdad going, I don't want to know. And my mom going, okay, go in the other room. And he went in the other room, came back in. She goes, America won. And yeah. I was like, gee, Mom, that was harsh.
Got him.
Harsh. Yeah. Like you'll get used to it. Okay, so lots to go through. I want to talk about one, go back to this Pro Bowl thing and figure out how to make it work. Two, the women yesterday went to College Park, and I want Jay's take on it. Some people were really upset. I'm like, why would you be upset? That means you don't know basketball. If you don't know going into Maryland,
it's not easy.
No, it's not easy.
Not easy.
Caitlin Clark from Iowa and Naz Hillman went in a battle, and Caitlin scored 46 points on 29 shots.
Certified
baller.
Bucket.
She's got to be the number one pick in the draft.
Like,
she's a sophomore.
Between her and Naz.
So?
Is she gonna come out?
Can.
Right, she should.
Why wouldn't you? They're up in the salary. She's a scoring machine. She's gonna do the same thing. She can flat out play, and she's efficient though.
Mm-hmm.
And the good thing about her is that she's a heavy ball handler, but she drops dimes as well.
Mm-hmm. She was shooting from the actual middle of the logo.
Yes.
She was feeling it. It's heat check. It was heat check twice. You talking about being in the zone? She was in the zone.
So
you just got to sit there and take it.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure she took 2 steps past half court and was like, you know what? I think I can make this.
But you gotta appreciate.
Like, I know I'm gonna make this. She balled 3 times.
Her all around game. I think one game I watched. I think it might have been the game or two after they played or Nebraska played up there. She had 29 points and 12 assists and 8 boards.
Yeah,
and 4 steals.
I think she has 3 or 4 triple doubles on the season.
So when you have somebody that scores that much volume, just quickly you think, oh, they take a lot of shots. But when she's assisting on all of it, that's letting you know she's playing the whole game. And then when you see she's getting steals, she's playing defense. She doesn't play like Strick and me and Strick Texas. She doesn't play the Matador defense. She plays defense.
She'll get up in you.
She'll get up in you and plays efficient defense because she knows she needs to be on the court to score and assist. But then she'll go in there and mix it up on the boards as well. And it's not and that's why Iowa is going to be a tough out in the Big Ten tournament and in the NCAA, because you saw it last year. She's a scorer, and then she will always keep the game close.
And she has the ball.
When it's within 4 points.
Hillman needs somebody to get her the ball.
Right. No.
Clark does not.
She has the ball.
She does. So we'll go into great detail with that. Rico, starting this week, I'm going to put you in charge of giving us a Monday morning Husker Athletics recap of all teams that played that weekend.
I'll do what I can.
Jay Foreman. He really gonna try me today. He gonna try me today.
Rico.
All right, we'll throw the break. 9 o'clock. Old School.
That on Super Bowl week.
Man, oh man, Husker Athletics. We'll talk about it when we come back.
Watch Old School live on Facebook, YouTube, or Twitch. Old School with DP and J on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Hey, Steve. Welcome to Great Clips.
Great Clips asks, what's the difference between good and great?
Come on back and have a seat.
Good asks you what haircut you'd like.
I have all your details from last time. Would you like the same haircut today?
Great already knows. With Clip Notes, we save your haircut details so you can get the same thing as last time, every time. Download our online check-in app today. Great Clips. It's gonna be great.
Action Plumbing, Heating, Air, and Electric ensures our home and office HVAC systems run smoothly throughout the year to provide maximum comfort and convenience. Routine maintenance reduced our operating costs just by improving the efficiency of our unit. Consider a maintenance agreement to ensure you too receive priority for services and scheduling. This helps meet manufacturer warranty requirements. Action delivers honest quality services we can count on. To To learn more, visit actionlincoln.com.
At Buffalo Wings and Rings, they've crafted a new league of superior chicken sandwiches. Meet the Ringers. It's premium, house-made, beer-battered, fried chicken served buffalo, Korean, or MVP style. Head to Buffalo Wings and Rings Lincoln and raise a glass to superior chicken. 2 locations at 68th and O and at 40th and Old Cheney. Buffalo Wings and Rings.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Brought to you by Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing.
Breezy but very mild here for our Monday. We'll top out near 60. Northwest winds will be around 15 to 20. Plenty of sunshine, then mainly clear tonight. The low dropping down to around 32. A few passing clouds tomorrow, windier, as northwest winds could gust over 30 with a high of 58. I'm meteorologist Tim Wright for 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Gentlemen, Valentine's Day is just around the corner. Don't be that guy running to the store for flowers and a card on your way home. Hey, Rick Heyman here from Sartor Heyman Jewelers. We have great Valentine's gifts in store now. And if you spend $99, we'll throw in a free bouquet of a dozen roses. Give her what she really wants this year and let us do the rest. Sartor Heyman Jewelers, your hometown jeweler since 1905 in Lincoln and Grand Island. Online at sartorheyman.com.
Mary Ellen's Food for the Soul. It's soul food right here in Lincoln. Ribs, wings, catfish, coleslaw, cornbread, grits. I mean, I'd say it's food like your grandma used to make, but my grandma never made food like that. If you haven't already, you've got to give it a try. Check out their location across from South Point at 27th and Pine Lake, or find their food truck at events all over town, or visit them online at maryellens.com to see the full menu. Mary Ellen's Food for the Soul. Let them fix you a plate. Gaina Trucking is hiring CDL Class A and B drivers. Gaina Trucking guarantees a 40-hour work week year-round, and their strong team culture makes it not a job, but a career. Gaina Trucking offers health, vision, and dental insurance, 401k with company match, an employee assistance program, and other bonus programs. Build a better career today with great team culture at Gaina Trucking. Learn more and apply today at gainatrucking.com.
Hi, Sean Callahan here of HuskerOnline.com, inviting you to join us here on 93.7 The Ticket every Saturday morning. Now in our new time, we're on from 8 to 9 with the weekly Husker Online radio show. We'll give you the latest in recruiting. We'll talk about what's going on with both football, basketball, and we'll probably share a few stories from the inside. It's every Saturday morning right here on 93.7 The Ticket. It's the Husker Online radio show from 8 to 9 a.m. Hi, Sean Callahan here for Koppel Chevrolet GMC. And things have obviously been pretty challenging lately with new vehicles, with all the microchip and supply chain issues, but things continue to loosen up as Koppel gets more and more new vehicles in each and every week. We've had many customers also custom order their vehicles. So if you don't see what you want in our current inventory, we can put an order in to get exactly what you want. So go online, reserve your new vehicle at koppelcars.com. You'll be glad you did.
This is Old School, sponsored by the Mercado by Certified Piedmontese on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Welcome back to Old School on a Monday. I think I'm glad people are finally talking about the Winter Olympics. But is it just me, or are there fewer events this year?
I don't know.
It just seems like there's stuff missing.
I just saw where the U.S. is actually doing good in curling because you guys were talking about the other day. But
Yeah.
I haven't watched one event. I haven't watched one event with the Winter Olympics.
I did. I watched, and maybe my hood card gets revoked, but I watched more of the NHL All-Star stuff than I did.
Yeah, I did too.
NFL.
I'm not really. I'm kind of ready for the Winter Olympics to be over, even though it just started.
Yeah, I mean, because figure skating, normally going into it, we know who the Americans are.
Right.
I don't know who the
there wasn't a lot of media
Promotion.
attention or
Right.
promotion or hoopla.
Yeah.
And then with the time change, and then they have different rules as far as what they're doing, like with the thing where they don't want U.S. to use their phone because it might, you have to use burner phones because the possibility of getting their personal information taken. I ain't got time for it. And plus, it's Super Bowl week, and you got basketball and stuff like that. It's just bad time.
When do you want to start talking Super Bowl this week?
Well, we're gonna tomorrow. I think I just got a text from one of my favorite people in the world. There's a very few people who probably talk more trash than me. Troy Evans, he's Super Bowl champion, played with the New Orleans Saints. I think we're gonna get him at 9.
Okay.
Working on Scott Shanley because he, both actually they played together, both winning. I want to talk to him about what it's like leading up to the week. Obviously, what it's like to win it, and then possibly what it's like, the next year, because that's the hardest part, dealing with success. You got a big target on your back, and maybe ask him about Sean Payton, just because both of them play for him. They have a lot of respect and admiration for him. So Scott's not for sure. Troy's tomorrow at 9. See if my dad's around, talk to him about what it was like for him. Obviously they weren't on the winning side, but we could talk to him about that
deal.
We could talk. Yeah, it was just kind of, it was just a game then.
Ooh.
But we could talk to him about the Dallas play when they're at home. He's really good friends with Nate Wright.
Yeah.
And go through it to the end. I mean, it's Super Bowl week.
You see what's happening here?
Mm-hmm.
You see Jay Foreman?
Mm-hmm.
Can we?
Well, I'm not here to interview. I just do it. I mean,
No.
Yeah, I don't shoot my wad too quick.
When Jay Foreman puts his mind to it.
Look at Jay Foreman go.
I mean, it's Super Bowl week. It's tight end.
Jay Foreman.
They grow up right before your eyes.
Look at him go.
Crazy.
Look at him go.
Yeah, I don't use the Rolodex much.
Right. So is it official? Do we know where we're going to be Sunday? Can you run out and grab Jake?
Mark?
Yeah,
Or
ask Jake.
Does Jake know?
Jake's still here. So yeah, he better. Well, that's my thing, is that Jake had us booked all weekend at the home
weekend?
at the home and
next week or this
weekend.
Yeah.
He had us booked all weekend.
And forgot it's the Super Bowl.
And forgot to tell us, and then it's the Super Bowl.
Oh, by the way,
as well.
Jake's the by the way booker.
Right, like it was just like
He'd be terrible in the WCW back in the day when they was on road trips.
Was he in there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, we can tell everybody. Or Buffalo Wings.
Well, why would he come and tell everybody what the particulars? I don't know the particulars.
He's writing an email.
Do you know the particulars?
No, I don't know the
particulars. See, this is the thing.
You said Jake's writing an email?
Yeah.
You need to start picking up the phone.
Let me go grab it.
Yeah, just to have him come in and talk about what it is that we're doing, and then we need to get back, because I guarantee you that they haven't been giving away Super Bowl squares. So Friday we're gonna have 20 squares we got to fill, because
in like 2 hours.
Yeah, because the early break folks did. Let's bring him in and ask him several questions on this. Right?
Come on in here, Angry.
Come on in here, Mr. Sorensen. Okay, first things first.
Come on, Jay Fiedler.
Touchy feely.
Jay Fiedler right there.
Okay, so let's go through the week so we understand.
All right.
Super Bowl party event details, please.
Buffalo Wings Ring, 68th and O.
Okay.
We do a lot of things there with March Madness for Super Bowl as well. We'll be there again for Bengals Rams. So show up anytime before the game, hang out. We'll have prizes to give away. We'll have. I've been told we have a bunch of cool coolers that they have from some beer distributors. Also, some other swag that they have, and we'll probably throw some things in there too.
Okay.
But we'll be giving away. We'll give you free raffle tickets for coming in. No cost there. And if we draw your name at the end of a quarter or during commercial break, then you get a chance at free prizes throughout the whole game.
Okay.
And the Dolphins aren't playing?
The Dolphins are not playing.
None of our teams are playing. None of our teams.
No.
None of our teams. So, and then Friday through Sunday, what else is going on?
Friday through Sunday, we will be at the Home and Garden Show, which is at the Lancaster Event Center, 84th and Havelock. 1 to 9 p.m. on Friday, 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. Saturday is the event, and then 10 to 3 Sunday. So
Sunday's a long day.
Sunday's a long day.
Do you have staying power for that, Jake?
I'll be there pretty much the entire time.
But do you have staying power for that type of party on Sunday?
Yes.
Okay. So what we know to be true, some of the shows will broadcast live from there.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Specifically Bach and Strick.
Correct. 3 to 6 on Friday.
3 to 6. We're not going to do anything from 1 to 3. Is that what you're telling me?
I think we'll have the speaker there. We'll have the stuff playing from the studio there. I don't think it makes sense for VJ to leave his show 2 hours in to go do the rest of his show out there.
Could they take him an hour early?
I'll talk to him. I'll see on that. They are going to be pretty busy, I'm sure, with getting stuff lined up with all the events and tables.
It's just a thought. I mean,
I'll check.
Actually, it would be 2 hours early, so there's that. So I understand.
I'll check.
I understand. Nighttime, Friday night, will we be just airing the high school game?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Yep.
There's that. Saturday, there is a post game show. Do you want that done from there or no?
Big decisions, Jake. Look at you. You're on the spot. Look at him.
Probably should do it from the station and have it aired out there, just for the manpower in terms of having a board up.
Okay.
Helping out. But I will be there. I will be there, I think, every single hour of Saturday, and probably actually the whole time. I'm going to get a cot and stay at the Home and Garden show.
You live there
Friday
now.
through Sunday. Then I'll go to Wings and Rings.
Well, so what we've done so this collection of Husker athletes, student athletes that we have agreed over whenever they're available, they're just going to come down there and do a meet and greet and shake hands and take pictures and sign stuff.
Look at Jake.
So we're going to do that. We'll have different players, basketball players, volleyball players, baseball players, softball. We'll have them come down and hang out with Jake Sorensen. You can kind of
hang out with me.
Yeah, just to come down.
That's why people are coming. Jake, they want to see you live and in the flesh because everybody hears you in the morning.
That's right. They want to see if I'm
I got
angry.
2 or 3 neighbors that want to come down there and meet you face to face.
Uh-oh.
They want to punch me.
Keep it moving, Sorensen.
Maybe I'll say, hey, I
gotta
move, baby. I gotta go over there now.
You need a bodyguard.
Jake's like, I got a meeting. I gotta
stick and move, baby.
What are you talking about? We're in the
yeah, I got
that guy.
It's back that way.
Stick and move. Have you checked to see what the ticket inventory of stuff is that we can give away?
Well, we don't have that stuff. A lot of that stuff
we don't
here.
have pens
we have pens. We got pens. We got plenty of pens. We've got, I think, some
Bumper
keychains,
stickers,
bumper stickers. Yep.
We got bags in the back. We probably got 50.
Yeah, I think we'll make sure we give plenty of
some
stuff
away.
Yeah, we'll have stuff.
Make it rain.
Okay. Well, I don't know about that.
Look at Jake.
We might make a drizzle.
It'll be fun.
We might make a drizzle.
You just throw bottle openers.
We'll be with the Culligan of Lincoln gang. They've allowed us the ability to be with them on their booth. So shout out to Jay and the guys. Not you, other Jay. Jay at Culligan of Lincoln.
Do they have what labels do they have on the individual waters? Do you know?
They got
are they signable?
Oh, that's a good question. I'll have to ask and see if they're signable.
Yeah, see if they have.
They might have the big jug like we have out here, which you can't just take a jug.
Well,
I mean, you could.
Walk out with a signed jug.
What we'll do is we have all the Husker athletes sign like an empty jug.
Yeah, those are great to keep your spare change in, Jake.
Yeah.
We
could do that. Maybe we'll do that. Okay.
I'll talk with them and see what they have for jugs available.
Okay.
I mean, we have jugs available.
Well,
yeah, we
do. We'll give a deposit on those. So.
Yeah, we do have jugs here.
Okay, so maybe we can have that stuff signed as well. Okay, good deal. Thank you, Ken.
There's your update.
All right.
Bye, Jake.
Sometimes you have to ask direct questions to Jake. I need information.
Several times to get an answer.
To get information in there. The women's basketball team went to College Park yesterday.
Right.
And the start was about what I was expecting. What I wanted to know was what they were going to do once Maryland had punched them a few times.
Yeah.
Is it fair to say that Maryland has more talent than Nebraska?
Oh, they have more seasoned talent.
Mm-hmm.
Probably more top heavy. I think Nebraska probably has. I like Nebraska's depth. I think just the lid was on the rim, or the lid was on the rim. As far as them shooting, and Maryland's a good enough team, talented team, top 15, I think, or generally somewhat of a powerhouse that where if you're not hitting, they're efficient on offense. They're going to be able to get, especially inside, get some shots and make them. And that's where you see the score not really look as close as I guess you could play the what if, and if everybody, if you had a fifth for every what if, everybody'd be drunk. But at the end of the day, Nebraska wasn't, shooting the ball that well, or not well at all for them. So it's one of those games you're playing on the road against a more than quality team, a top-notch team, as far as, top-notch to me is a team that, look, you got to be firing on, not on all cylinders, but you got to be playing close to your betterment games. And that's shooting, defense, rebounding. And, it was just an off shooting day for Nebraska as a whole. And then that you got to give Maryland credit as well. It's because they D up. So does Nebraska. And just it was a game that they were not putting the ball in the hoop, and it's just one of those deals. I think it's still a learning experience for all of them. And so they just got to be a little bit more efficient. I don't think for the last like 2 or 3 games they probably have shot the ball as well as they'd like, and that's just basketball. That's just the way it goes. You're not gonna go 30 some games always hitting. And when you're playing a team like Maryland versus, Northwestern or somebody like that, you can get away with it a little bit. And so they just got to keep doing what they're doing. I'm sure Maryland was favored. So, Maryland held serve. They got to watch this tape, learn from it, digest it, and then get back to work and keep playing their game. So I don't really take anything. I'm not any negative from it. They just didn't shoot well, and that conversely going against Maryland, who shot better than them, and it has a little bit more prowess at a couple positions, and it just showed.
Yeah, there's Maryland is purposeful in how they set their schedule, and just imagine early November that Maryland plays number 6 Baylor,
yeah,
number 5 NC State, number 7 Stanford, number 1 South Carolina, number 8 Indiana, number 11 Michigan, number 25 Ohio State, that they went up and down and said on purpose, we're going to stack the deck.
Yeah. I mean, that's what you do. You kind of see where you're at. It's one thing that you don't really see much if you're playing a bunch of teams that you can kind of roll out there and maybe it's close the first half and then you end up winning by 35 because you decide to start playing. When you got to prepare early for a team like Baylor and South Carolina, who is the team, and other teams, and you get Indiana early in your conference schedule, you got to be on point. Every practice needs to be, with the right intensity, so forth and so on, and then it pays off when you're playing a team that's on the uptick like Nebraska at home. That could be a sleepy game for some, a program, but when you're already in fight mode, from the very beginning, it's something that you're just accustomed to. And so, look, Maryland's a good team. Nebraska's a good team. Maryland played just a little bit better and shot the ball better. And that's just the way it goes. I just think it was just one of those things that, when the ball doesn't go in the hoop early and you're on the road, the momentum is like double against you because you're on the road. That's number one. That's a advantage for the home team, which in this case is in Maryland. And then when the ball's not going in, and they still kind of, was given the energy that they needed on defense. But then when they were taking good shots, they weren't coming down and shooting outside of their, normal shots. They just weren't going in. So, that's where the frustration gets, kind of comes in, and that's where you can see a lead. And then you're always like fighting an uphill battle. It wasn't that they started slow. It wasn't like they came out with like no energy or anything like that. Ball just didn't go in the hoop. And they weren't bad shots. It wasn't like, oh, so-and-so is from the DMV area and they're going to kind of trying to show like all their high school friends or something like that. It was just same shots that they shot here, same shots that they've shot on the road at other places. It just didn't go into a higher percentage at College Park, and that was a big difference. Now, there's other things that go in the game, but it was a big, big factor.
Well, I mean, if Jazz, Shelley, and Sam Hybe go 1 for 16, you're not going to win.
Yeah. And and that's just the way it goes. Yeah.
You're not going to win. And I think it plays into this. So Nebraska's 17-5. They've played 14 games at home.
Yeah, this is going to be a good stretch for them.
So for them, they're 3-4 on the road. They're 6-5 in the conference. So this is now where this is growth time. This is growth time for them because learning how to do all the stuff, learning how to travel, learning how to recuperate, right? Learning how much sleep do I need? What food do I need to consume?
Right.
How's my body going to react to the different building? How's my shot going to react? Is my shot going to travel?
Right.
So they had to learn all that, but to give credit to Markowski and Scoggin for just balling, like.
They don't know any better,
right? Just
and they're not hitting the freshman wall. Yeah. But I look at it like this: this is a road stretch for them, majority. So as much as the beginning schedule you looked at Maryland paid off for them right now, this ideally, especially if they start getting some W's, is going to pay off for them for Nebraska late, going into the Big Ten championship. Hopefully, win a couple games, upset somebody, get into the NCAAs, do the same thing. So as much as Maryland's beginning of schedule set up for them to play well against the upstart team in Nebraska, who should be ranked, but whatever, they aren't. It hopefully our schedule and learning from this game and the next game and go so forth and so on will pay dividends for Nebraska down the stretch. It's good because you get to learn a lot about your team in an environment that's not comfortable, right? Because you're on the road. You got to come back and deal with loss, and then you got to gear it up again and get on a plane and go somewhere else. Learn what you can, who can adjust, who can fight back. I bet you Jazz Shelley's going to come out motivated, not from a point standpoint.
And Sam are just going to.
I'm sure. I mean, look, I've never met them. I don't know them, but I've watched them and I see how they play. I can't guarantee because, like I said, I don't know them. But what I know of them from just athletes watching, if they had cameras on them at the beginning, I guarantee you're going to see a different look in their face. Not that they weren't prepared, but there's a different look and a different mindset when you're thinking, I didn't do my best. I'm here again, like the Pro Bowl. I'm here for payback. I'm here. You know what I mean? And it's not an individual like Jazz is going to come out and shoot 20 shots to score 30 and like, all right, I got to get my average up. She knows that she's better. I mean, and it has nothing to do with effort. So it's kind of just,
she just had an off day.
Yeah, you just got to do the same things, but just maybe make some adjustments. But I can guarantee you they're going to be focused and motivated.
It's going to be an interesting run Thursday night in Columbus, Ohio against the Buckeyes. Again, that's a good even one.
Yeah.
Then you go to, and I'll be interested to see whether they come back because they have Illinois and Champaign on Saturday before they come back home for Black History Month celebration against Indiana. And
that's a hard game.
That's like this is a stretch for them to show growth, for them to take lesson. It's going to be good. This will help them also in the Big Ten tournament. So there's that. We'll throw the break. We'll come back. We'll deep dive into the rest of the program. We'll talk about men's basketball. We'll talk about wrestling and the kind of weekend that they had. And then, we'll get into, we do need to give away squares for the Super Bowl. We have to remember to ask Jake whether they've given out theirs because I have a sneaky suspicion that we may have to give away theirs too. But we'll do that in the final segment. Lots of that and more when we come back to Old School.
You're listening to Old School with DP and J. Download the mobile app and listen wherever you are on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. This is your High School Minute.
With your Southeast Community College High School Minute, I'm Harris Starnes. In basketball this week, Lincoln Pius X, who sits at 13-6, beat North Platte 84-47. Jack Hastrader led all scorers with 17 points in the win. Pius will look to make it 4 wins straight in their game against Lincoln East, who sits at 10-5 on Friday. Waverly got an overtime win against Bishop Neumann, 54-51. Beatrice beat Norris, 46-31. In girls basketball, Lincoln Northeast won over Lincoln North Star, 48-28. And on Wednesday, Waverly lost to Bishop Neumann, 47-33. In recruiting, after a record-breaking football season, Noah Walters has signed with Division I program North Alabama. He will be the 11th player from Nebraska to join a D1 football program next fall. This has been your High School Minute, sponsored by Southeast Community College, with locations in Lincoln, Beatrice, and Milford. Learn more today at southeast.edu.
Working at Continental in Lincoln isn't a job, it's a career. And right now they've raised wages again and they're hiring for production operators at $22.07 per hour and other select jobs starting at $23.77 per hour, with wages growing up to $29.71 per hour. Continental also has salaried jobs available and great benefits, plus medical and prescription costs at very low premiums. Dental, vision, and life insurance are offered at no premium cost to the associates. To learn more or to apply, go to continental-jobs.com with keyword Lincoln. Come work at Continental today.
Mike Shaver here for Trek CBD. There's a lot of CBD shops opening up in Lincoln, but Trek CBD focuses on quality above all else. Their products are from local CBD company Nico Farms and are third-party laboratory tested. They have products that can help with stress, anxiety, pain, relief, and more, and have a wide selection of Delta 8, including Serene 8. Trek CBD is locally owned and operated. Go visit Scott or Shannon at their 84th and Highway 2 location or at 27th and S, or go online to Trek CBD with free delivery. Trek CBD. CBD done right.
Need to send a message? send it with cake. Congratulations? Here's a congratulations chocolate rum cake from Beatrice Bakery. Thank you? Say thank you with an amaretto cake. I'm sorry that I accidentally hit your mailbox with my car as I was backing out of the driveway and then continued right into your prized petunias. You say that with a lemon drop cake. Everybody knows that. Beatrice Bakery in downtown Beatrice or online at beatricebakery.com. Here to help you say whatever it is you need to say. Welcome to our world of yum.
Early break with Sip and Jake.
Pleased and honored to be joined by Nebraska volleyball coach John Cook.
If Trev wasn't interested, I would have done it in a heartbeat because I just felt like Nebraska athletics, we were at the edge of the cliff. You know, we had to do something, get somebody in here to build this athletic department back up. I thank my lucky stars every day that Trev's our guy now.
Early break with Sip and Jake from 6 to 8 every weekday morning on 93.7 The Ticket.
At Buffalo Wings and Rings, they've crafted a new league of superior chicken sandwiches. Meet the Ringers. It's premium, house-made, beer-battered, fried chicken served buffalo, Korean, or MVP style. Head to Buffalo Wings and Rings Lincoln and raise a glass to superior chicken. 2 locations at 68th and O and at 40th and Old Cheney. Buffalo Wings and Rings.
Mary Ellen's Food for the Soul. It's soul food right here in Lincoln. Ribs, wings, catfish, coleslaw, cornbread, grits. I mean, I'd say it's food like your grandma used to make, but my grandma never made food like that. If you haven't already, you've got to give it a try. Check out their location across from South Point at 27th and Pine Lake, or find their food truck at events all over town, or visit them online at maryellens.com to see the full menu. Mary Ellen's Food for the Soul. Let them fix you a plate.
You're listening to Old School with DP and J, presented by the Mercado by Certified Piedmontese on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Welcome back to Old School. We need to give away some Super Bowl squares. So first person on the Starter Hammond text line, 402-464-5685, or the Honda of Lincoln hotline. And if you want to call in, whatever one thinks you get you right first. Got a question for you. For the text line, where did Jay's dad go to college? Where did Jay's dad go to college? Pretty simple. First person to answer that correctly gets squares.
They were in the news this weekend.
Yeah, they were. So,
oh yeah, made big moves.
Yeah.
And the coach made big moves when he left too.
Yeah.
Big news. My bad. But he did make a big move.
Yeah. That's simple enough. That's simple enough. So the you brought up the men's game with Sip and Jake and Northwestern, and we are going to change the rules for the text line as well. So when they answer these, they're going to have to say what's up, but we'll give credit to that one there. You got to find out who they are, if you would, please. What's your takeaway for what you saw Saturday against Northwestern?
To be honest with you, I'm way too familiar with the way this team plays because I coach some 14-year-olds.
Mm-hmm.
And no disrespect to any of the players. I got a lot of respect for them, but I think with this team, and you just never know what you're going to get. And you never, both individually and collectively, like you could see, the game that Verge was out, with a family issue, how well they played as a team and the offense looked flowing. You could see them be tough and gritty and say like against Illinois and Indiana. And then you could see them lay an egg essentially against Creighton and Michigan. And then obviously against Northwestern. So it's probably completely mind-numbing and frustrating for Fred as a head coach. It's the little things got magnified because Northwestern, all they do is the little things, and that's what keeps them in games, and that's what keeps them efficient. Now, I think Boo Buie was in the zone when he shoots 6 for 11 for threes, and then that's hard. Then you got Ty Berry, he's 3 for 5 for threes, and Chase Oduje was 2 for 5. I mean, so that's 8 11 threes out of the 13 right for those three guys. So they were hitting at a pretty good clip. So defensively, obviously they weren't very good. I think the energy wasn't very good from the very beginning. For whatever reason, they all looked like a little legged. Not very explosive. And so they just never got going, and they didn't. The game was pretty close, and then the game was like within 5, and then they had either a immediate timeout, and Northwestern came out of that timeout and went on like a 7-0 run quick. It was like 3 possessions, maybe a 3 and 2 twos. You go down from 5 to 12, and they obviously never recovered for that. I think if you want to put a stamp on the little things that they're not doing, the play that is the perfect example of it was 4 seconds left before the halftime, and Northwestern shoots like a corner jumper, no box out. Northwestern gets it, tries to shoot it back up, shooting foul. They're at the line with like 1 second left, 1.3 seconds left. That's fundamentals. It's the little things and not playing to the end. And then obviously it just never really, got within reach. There was a couple times they got within like 16 or 18 or something, but it never was anything that Northwestern had to really change what they're doing. They called a couple timeouts when Nebraska went on a couple runs, adjusted, went back and say, look, we got to get back to what we do well. The second half, if you just look at the points, it was 38-36. So it was an even second half. But when you go into halftime down by 22, it's all for nothing. 27 points in a half is not – this team is way more capable than scoring that, and they're way more capable of not letting the team pretty much score 50 points in a half.
There's so much depth to that. We'll throw the break. We have to get a couple more segments in. I do want to pick that up because the men face Minnesota Wednesday night at Pinnacle Bank Arena. It is a late tip, 8 o'clock. We'll talk about that when we come back to Old School.
Watch Old School live on Facebook, YouTube, or Twitch. Old School with DP and J on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Mike Shaver here for Trek CBD. There's a lot of CBD shops opening up in Lincoln, but Trek CBD focuses on quality above all else. Their products are from local CBD company Nico Farms and are third-party laboratory tested. They have products that can help with stress, anxiety, pain, relief, and more, and have a wide selection of Delta 8, including Serene 8. Trek CBD is locally owned and operated. Go visit Scott or Shannon at their 84th and Highway 2 location or at 27th and S, or go online to Trek CBD with free delivery. Trek CBD. CBD done right.
Early break with Sip and Jake.
Pleased and honored to be joined by Nebraska volleyball coach John Cook.
If Trev wasn't interested, I would have done it in a heartbeat because I just felt like Nebraska athletics, we were off the edge of the cliff. We had to do something, get somebody in here to build this athletic department back up. I thank my lucky stars every day that Trev's our guy now.
Early break with Sip and Jake from 6 to 8 every weekday morning on 93.7 The Ticket.
Dana Trucking is hiring CDL Class A and B drivers. Dana Trucking guarantees a 40-hour work week year-round, and their strong team culture makes it not a job, but a career. Dana Trucking offers health, vision, and dental insurance, 401k with company match, an employee assistance program, and other bonus programs. Build a better career today with great team culture at Dana Trucking. Learn more and apply today at danatrucking.com.
Working at Continental in Lincoln isn't a job, it's a career. And right now they've raised wages again and they're hiring for production operators at $22.07 per hour and other select jobs starting at $23.77 per hour, with wages growing up to $29.71 per hour. Continental also has salaried jobs available and great benefits, plus medical and prescription costs at very low premiums. Dental, vision, and life insurance are offered at no premium cost to the associates. To learn more or to apply, go to continental-jobs.com with keyword Lincoln. Come work at Continental today.
Hi, Sean Callahan here of HuskerOnline.com, inviting you to join us here on 93.7 The Ticket every Saturday morning now. In our new time, we're on from 8 to 9 with the weekly Husker Online radio show. We'll give you the latest in recruiting. We'll talk about what's going on with both football, basketball, and we'll probably share a few stories from the inside. It's every Saturday morning right here on 93.7 The Ticket. It's the Husker Online radio show from 8 to 9 a.m. Hi, Sean Callahan here for Koppel Chevrolet GMC. And things have obviously been pretty challenging lately with new vehicles, with all the microchip and supply chain issues, but things continue to loosen up as Koppel gets more and more new vehicles in each and every week. We've had many customers also custom order their vehicles. So if you don't see what you want in our current inventory, we can put an order in to get exactly what you want. So go online, reserve your new vehicle at koppelcars.com. You'll be glad you did.
They say one great thing leads to another, and that's especially true when you visit a Great Clips salon. When you sit down for a haircut with the skilled and friendly stylist at one of our thousands of convenient Great Clips locations, they'll not only make your hair look great, they'll make you feel great too. And that's something you can't help but share with the world. Download our online check-in app today and opt in to get a ready next text when you're up next. Great Clips. It's gonna be great.
Casey's General Store is giving you the chance at winning 2 free tickets to a Nebraska home basketball game this season. Stop by any Casey's location in Lincoln throughout basketball season, enter your name into the registration box, and you'll have a chance to win 2 tickets to an upcoming Nebraska basketball game. Every drawing will occur at least 24 hours before the game that has its selected winner. So make sure to get to any Casey's in Lincoln today for your chance at 2 free tickets for Nebraska men's basketball games.
Back to old school with DP and J on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Yeah, I ain't bringing that to the field.
What a lot. I'm just telling you, there's so much that happens in the break. At the 10 o'clock hour, 101 at the very top, we're gonna have a barbershop quartet come in here and kind of change the mood on a Monday. So that'll be interesting. Lots going on this week, and then a lot going on this weekend. A couple of things in play before we get back to the men's hoops. Of course, we saw the women play in College Park. Men's gymnastics set it on fire against Penn State on Saturday, and they had a special guest. Simone Biles showed up.
Yeah, so that was pretty cool.
Simone Biles showed up and did her thing, and this is a highly ranked Husker team. This is kind of what we're talking about with Sipple and Jake, that we spend so much time focused on the 2 big programs who aren't doing well. It changes the focus and the narrative about the athletic program because the rest of the athletic programs are excelling. They're doing very well. Like they're in high standard. Even wrestling, when they went to face number 1 Penn State, goodness gracious. And they brawled. I don't know how many of you guys are watching Nebraska wrestling, but goodness gracious, I was sitting there Saturday. I was sitting there yesterday screaming at the screen.
Right.
Like they went to number 1 and battled. I think they lost by 8, which was a majority match. So they lost 2 more matches than they won, and one of those was a majority win. But watching this group compete. Michigan on Friday, Penn State on Saturday. I believe they get a break this week. I have to check the schedule. But they're fun to watch. Women's gymnastics tonight at Devaney against top 25 Ohio State team. Get over there. Get over to Devaney. Like, you spending all your time sitting around moping about football and basketball. Like the girls' basketball had 3,800 people there. And then 3,400. That's not enough for a 17-win team. That's not enough support.
At least 5+.
Right? That's not enough. So, and baseball's around the corner. It's still a month before they get to play at Haymarket. And it's, a few weeks before softball gets to play at home. So find your way out there. You missed a nice track meet at Devaney on Saturday as well. Swimming, diving, doing exceptionally well. They had the Big Tens next week. So, opportunities missed, and then Big Ten wrestling tournament is at PBA.
Sold out pretty much.
Right? Like, go find you. Look, I'm excited. Rico, I apologize in advance. I did not get your credential for that.
How dare you?
I'm sorry, Jay. You do have one.
Rico, you know, if I don't go, you can go because
Yeah, they ain't gonna check
yeah,
it.
they be thinking
They ain't
brothers
gonna
look
check
alike.
We're like twins.
Yeah.
It's just a height difference. But it doesn't say height on the, on the credential.
Yeah, well, that Jay Foreman, he took a beating.
You're right.
That dude-
Yeah. Spinal damage.
that dude's short. What happened?
Damn, all them hits must have made him look better.
Compression, spinal compression.
Yeah, spinal compression.
It happens.
So this Wednesday at PBA, Huskers men versus Minnesota, right? And it's another one where you kind of go,
Oh, it's a winnable game.
Like
but
this
you-
could do, right? Like
their
this is-
biggest Nebraska's biggest opponent is the 15 guys or however many they got on their on their roster in that locker room. That's their biggest opponent. Can they walk out as one and run out on the court as one come Wednesday night and they'll be fine. And then end the game as one. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, like
that's their biggest opponent now. Can you get out of your own way and stop fighting yourselves? And you can see it when they play in individual guys fighting what it takes to be successful. It's almost like, and you can equate it if you want to the football team where you're like, oh, we're good enough to get it close, but we won't do the things that got us close to get us to win. Right? It's like you talk about, oh, when it gets close, maybe we should get a timeout. Well, from a coach's standpoint, if we're in rhythm, why you want to break the rhythm? But then all of a sudden you get to that threshold.
Because it's the threshold. That's why you call timeout.
Yeah, I know, but I'm saying you get to that threshold of success right before. I always equate it to like when you're taking off on a plane. And no, straight up, you're taking off on a plane and it might be like sunny down here. Then as you get up to the clouds and it's real thick and it's bumpy, right? And sometimes you might be real bumpy and you're always kind of wondering when you're going to get up to the top where there's nice blue skies. Well, sometimes if you got a pilot, he going to gun it and he going to go through that bad boy. And then you're going to be there and be like, that's what Nebraska is still not willing to put the foot on the gas and gun right through that bad boy yet.
There was an old dude who he made a similar comparison, but he said they're just like teenagers in the backseat. Sometimes you got to pump the brakes and slow down, man, so you don't mess up.
Oh,
he was like,
I don't know about that.
He was like, young dudes.
Yeah,
you get close, just calm down. Like just chill for a minute.
I don't even know if they get because they don't ever get to where like they play like in a hurry. It's like, okay, I'm close or we're close, so I'm gonna make the play that wins the game. I'm gonna make the play that continues along. But in reality, how you got either a 5-point lead or got back within 5, you have to do the same things. So it's no different if you're up by 20 or down by 20. And you got to play the way in order to come back from 20, you got to play like you did if you were up by 20. Team basketball, everybody will eat. You'll get good shots. You'll get them in rhythm. The big, when you look at offense, when you look at like Northwestern, when they swing the ball, especially when Creighton swing the ball, everybody else that swings the ball, they swing it with a little bit more efficiency and just a little bit more urgency and energy. And so, you can always learn from your opponents, right? You can learn from your mistakes. You can learn from your successes as an individual and as a team, but you can learn from your opponents and see what they do and then try to add that to your offensive, mindset and game plan. So, again, their biggest opponent is themselves. One, everybody showing up focused and ready to do their job. Communication on defense, energy on defense, all game long, and then efficient, and free flowing or whatever their system is on offense, and understanding you're not going to come out and be 20 or 20. Understanding that okay, if we're sluggish as far as like shooting the ball, okay, we got to be able to get a couple stops. That's got to be the talking on defense or when you go say you have a shot. There's a couple good shots that don't go in. All right, we need a stop. We got to need one stop. We need 2 stops. Then we need to score here. We need to get something going to the hoop, get to the line, get the momentum, and keep it. So I call those like special teams plays, kind of, because of the special situations. I obviously keeps control of the game or gets back control of the game from a momentum standpoint, but then it increases your efficiency on offense or defense when you're trying to do one specific thing. Again, in football, you say be where your cleats are. Basketball, be where your shoes are, because you can't do anything on defense based upon you not getting the ball on offense, or you missed a shot, or you didn't get a call. Because you can't go back and always say you can't dig up or dig up an old horse or anything, whatever you want to call it. You got to play D, because eventually it'll kind of come back to you.
It is constant. We'll see Wednesday. We'll talk about it over the next couple of days and see what we get. As a matter of fact, we'll talk to some of the players as well. I do want to announce this thing. The folks at Mary Ellen's Food for the Soul has offered a dinner for two for Valentine's Day. Dinner for two, which is normally going for $99 a couple. Here's what's on it. Starters, Mary Ellen's house salad, collard greens, egg rolls, shrimp sambuca. The entrees, whole red snapper served on a bed of grilled peppers with pecan-encrusted Brussels sprouts and Cajun red beans and rice. Smoked prime rib served with garlic mashed potatoes and roasted baby carrots. Roasted half chicken served with mac and cheese and collard greens. Smothered bone-in pork chop served with mashed potatoes and gravy and sweet corn. The desserts, strawberry cake, red velvet cake. $99 value per couple. We're going to give away one of those dinners. Here's what I need from you. Here's what I need from you. You ready for this? Go to Rico's Twitter. And Rico, you can thank me for this in advance. Go to Rico's Twitter. Rico,
I wonder if I got to tweet something out.
Yeah, you Rico will have to tweet something out. So it's the Mary Ellen's Food for the Soul. Okay. Valentine's Day contest. Rico will post that. Go to that tweet and tell me how many fans you think will be at Wednesday's men's basketball game.
And whoever's closest?
The person closest to this will win the dinner. Yeah. The person closest to it. Now, do we need the Price is Right caveat without going over? Closest to it without going over? Or just closest to it?
You gotta do plus or minus what, 100 or 20 or whatever it is.
Well, whatever's closest
We'll
to
just
it.
do closest to it.
Closest to it.
Closest to it.
All right. So Rico will post it. If you don't have social media, I'm sorry.
Sorry about it. Say the question one more time.
For Wednesday's men's basketball game, how many fans will be in attendance at PBA? The official attendance is what we're basing it off of. And then we'll announce the winner Thursday morning.
There was 15,609 there. Didn't seem like it.
So we'll do that. We'll come back. We will give away more Super Bowl squares. Rico's question of the day. If you can answer it, you'll win boxes to the Super Bowl 100. And we'll have prizes for that as well. Stay tuned. Final segment, Old School, coming up.
You're listening to Old School with DP and J. Download the mobile app and listen wherever you are on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Mike Shaver here for Trek CBD. There's a lot of CBD shops opening up in Lincoln, but Trek CBD focuses on quality above all else. Their products are from local CBD company Nico Farms and are third-party laboratory tested. They have products that can help with stress, anxiety, pain, relief, and more, and have a wide selection of Delta 8, including Serene 8. Trek CBD is locally owned and operated. Go visit Scott or Shannon at their 84th and Highway 2 location or at 27th and S, or go online to Trek CBD with free delivery. Trek CBD. CBD done right.
They say one great thing leads to another. And that's especially true when you visit a Great Clips salon. When you sit down for a haircut with the skilled and friendly stylist at one of our thousands of convenient Great Clips locations, they'll not only make your hair look great, they'll make you feel great too. And that's something you can't help but share with the world. Download our online check-in app today and opt in to get a Ready Next text when you're up next. Great Clips. It's going to be great.
Security First Bank. We're the bank, and we make your mortgage more manageable with flexible terms, trusted advice, and competitive rates. When you work with us, we'll know your name, but we'll also get to know your home dreams too. Security First Bank of Lincoln. Voted best small bank in Nebraska by Newsweek magazine. Member FDIC, equal housing lender. NMLS number 505011.
Gentlemen, Valentine's Day is just around the corner. Don't be that guy running to the store for flowers and a card on your way home. Hey, Rick Heyman here from Sartor Heyman Jewelers. We have great Valentine's gifts in store now. And if you spend $99, we'll throw in a free bouquet of a dozen roses. Give her what she really wants this year and let us do the rest. Sartor Heyman Jewelers, your hometown jeweler since 1905 in Lincoln and Grand Island. Online at sartorheyman.com.
In every office, there's two types of people. There are those who bring in bagels and those who eat the bagels that someone else brought in. Everybody likes the first person. Be that first person. Weekday mornings at 7:30, you have a chance to win a business box of bagels from Bagels & Joe. All you have to do is shut up, Sipple. 2 questions for you, 2 for Sip. Win, and the bagels are yours. Lose, well, you don't want to lose.
You lost Monday. You lost Wednesday. You're a loser.
Shut up, Sipple. Weekday mornings at 7:30, brought to you by Bagels & Joe.
You want to feel important. You want to be a part of something bigger, something that matters and can help change things. You want to feel like you belong. We know. We felt that way too. And that's why we did something about it. We aren't just Army National Guard soldiers. We are normal people just like you. And together, we can make a difference. Take on your legacy. Visit NationalGuard.com to find out more.
Sponsored by the Nebraska Army National Guard. Aired by the Nebraska Broadcasters Association at this station.
You need a place to watch the big game, but you don't want to host at your place, and you don't know what friend's house to invite yourself over to. Join 93.7 The Ticket at Buffalo Wings and Rings at 68th and O for Bengals Rams, and enjoy great food and drink, plus the chance to win great prizes. If you simply show up, you'll have a chance to win free prizes. You just have to be there when your ticket is called. What's better than great food, drinks, and prizes? Hang with us for the big game on Sunday, February 13th at Buffalo Wings and Rings, 68th and O.
Acres Equipment, Nebraska's premier John Deere dealer. We support farmers, ranchers, landowners, local governments, contractors, and more. Largest inventory around, and we deliver. Precision ag specialists creating the highest yields. Mobile technicians covering the state. And we're there for the home team on game day. Acres, solutions for every field.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Sponsored by Security First Bank, a relationship you can count on.
Breezy but very mild here for our Monday. We'll top out near 60. Northwest winds will be around 15 to 20. Plenty of sunshine, then mainly clear tonight. The low dropping down to around 32. A few passing clouds tomorrow, windier, as northwest winds could gust over 30 with a high of 58. I'm meteorologist Tim Wright for 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Early break with Sip and Jake.
Pleased and honored to be joined by Nebraska volleyball coach John Cook.
If Trev wasn't interested, I would have done it in a heartbeat because I just felt like Nebraska athletics, we were at the edge of the cliff. You know, we had to do something, get somebody in here to build this athletic department back up. I thank my lucky stars every day that Trev's our guy now.
Early break with Sip and Jake from 6 to 8 every weekday morning on 93.7 The Ticket.
Casey's General Store is giving you the chance at winning 2 free tickets to a Nebraska home basketball game this season. Stop by any Casey's location in Lincoln throughout basketball season. Enter your name into the registration box, and you'll have a chance to win 2 tickets to an upcoming Nebraska basketball game. Every drawing will occur at least 24 hours before the game that has its selected winner. So make sure to get to any Casey's in Lincoln today for your chance at 2 free tickets for Nebraska men's basketball games.
Back to old school with DP and J on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
So the announced attendance in the building that night is the official attendance. That's the number. Those numbers have to match by conference policy. Whatever they announce as the official attendance that night is the official attendance. So Jay, on the sheet there from Saturday, what does it say for attendance?
15,609 people.
That's tickets sold.
So where's the that's the number I'm reading
Let me
here.
see. This is why I want to point this out. This is why I want to point this out. So the official attendance, what's the maximum?
Is it 19?
18, 19?
Okay.
15,609. Those are tickets sold rather than people in attendance.
Say that was not the attendance.
But that's the number that we're going to base it off of.
Of a ticket sold?
Off of whatever the official announced attendance
I
is.
got you.
So, yep, matches up. ESPN 15,609.
Yep, the official.
Apparently, this
is
according to this, the capacity at PBA is 15,000.
All the tickets are sold.
So 100%.
Really?
But a lot of people.
How do you find out the real attendance?
You'd have to go through the ticket office.
Yeah, they're not telling you.
Yeah.
They're not going to tell you.
They look at the number and they're like, yeah, 15,000.
15,000. This is the number. This is how this is. Yeah.
Hey,
we
it's all we're paid for.
That's
all
all
paid for.
It's all paid for. And donated. So there's that.
Kent Lincoln's being mean.
Look, this is why I found all of it amusing. So
well, according to the numbers, you're gonna have to eat your shoe, Kent.
I'm just saying. So
whatever.
Oh man, Rico, time to give away some Super Bowl squares, kind sir. You have a question. You have questions of the day.
I do.
Would you please?
All righty. So here's my 2 questions of the day. We got 2 of them. We'll get two answers for each one. Pro Bowl. Keep it topical. What team scored the most points in a Pro Bowl game? Now remember, it's AFC or NFC, so it's 50-50. Which team scored the most points?
So it's just a text line.
Or do you want the number?
I need the actual
number. Okay.
The team and the number.
The team and the number. Okay.
The team
I'll
and
give you
the number.
I'll give you the. No, I won't give you the year. I'm not gonna give you. That's too easy.
Yeah.
All right. Which team and what is the number most points in a Pro Bowl?
Okay.
And
okay.
Again, name a number. Which coach has coached the most Pro Bowl games and how many? So I need the coach's name and how many Pro Bowls he's coached.
What team has been the runner up
to the Patriots?
Marv Levy would be my guess. I'm not sure if that's right.
What coach has coached the most Pro Bowls?
No,
and
but
how
he's
many
actually
has he
gone
coached?
to the most Super Bowls.
Yeah.
So it wouldn't be Marv Levy. It would be.
So far, the guesses are wrong.
Okay.
It's probably whoever lost to the Patriots, right?
That's
who did
I can tell you. I can
The
tell you who
Colts?
won them. I can tell you who won the most. Bill Cowher at 4. He is not the coach that has coached the most.
Bill Cowher's showing up. We ain't playing no games.
Yep.
Full padded
He's
practice.
4 Pro Bowls.
Hey, you better be curfew and everything. He doing bed check and everything.
That's spectacular.
Hey, you make the Pro Bowl. They say who's coaching Bill Cowher. You ain't having no fun.
I'm not playing in the Pro Bowl.
Bill Parcells. That's another one.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
'Cause he don't look like he like no fun.
Yeah.
So what team has scored the most points in the Pro Bowl and how many points did they score? And what coach has coached the most Pro Bowls and how many did he coach?
All right. So we will leave those out there. We will announce the people who got it right in one-on-one in the second segment. So you have time to get your
It's
answers
a
up.
single game most points, right?
Single game most
game,
points
most points.
and the most Pro Bowls coached in. So
Mm-hmm.
there's that. Yeah, we're gonna have the Lincoln Continentals here at the top of the hour on one-on-one, and we'll give away those squares before we do. Jay Foreman, thank you, kind sir. Appreciate you. Rico, stay tuned. We got work to do one-on-one up next here on 93.7 The Ticket.